Hello, everyone. Namaste. Blessings. Peace always be with you and surrounding you. So, as you know, and you start to take away the mind and you start to take away the identification with your body. For example, you are not, you know, the ethnicity you think you are. Um, you are not just this physical body. Like, for example, like when I look at myself, sure, I see a physical vessel in the mirror. Sure, I see, you know, a certain skin tone, a certain height, a certain weight, and certain attributes are reflected back from the mirror. But when I look from the point of observation only in pure consciousness, I realize that I am experiencing this body, just like I am experiencing talking to this camera, and as I am experiencing talking to you. There's different layers outside of you that we interact with and communicate with. So I communicate with this body when I make movements, when I make sounds, when I express myself through this body. And I communicate to you guys through this interface we call a camera, a phone, a computer screen. And the point is that even though I am seeing myself through the screen back at me, that doesn't mean that I am the phone. So, just like you are seeing me through the screen, you know for sure that I am not the screen. And that's kind of like you know 100% that I am not inside the computer. You know I'm speaking through the computer, that I am separate from the computer or your phone or whatever device you may be watching this through. So that's how it is with our physical body as well. There is another layer behind. There is a awareness, a consciousness, an energy, a being that is using this physical body, just like we use this phone or these cameras. It's the same thing. When you are watching a movie on the TV screen, you might be like really engulfed in it, really, like, whoa, feeling all the emotions of the movie, going through its happy moments, its sad moments, really feeling the story, really connecting with it. But you know that it's just a movie. You know that you are not really there, and those stories and characters are not really real. They're just there to tell the story and to give that experience. And so is this body. So when you begin to really, really peel back all these attachments and all these uh, identifications, you start to see clear that you are not just your body, just like you are not just your thoughts, just like you are not your emotions. Sure, you experience the emotions, the stories that, you know, are told by your emotions. When you're feeling good, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling um, any type of sensation, physical sensation, you're experiencing them. There's a being experiencing them, and you're just experiencing for the sake of experiencing, that emotion. But you are not it. And same thing with the thoughts. You think, um I'm not good enough, or I'm good enough, or um you have a thought of a doubt, like, oh no, I shouldn't do this, it's not gonna work out. And then you act on it because you believe your thought is some valid uh identity of yourself, telling you not to do something, or telling you to do something, or um, like giving you doubts, or whatever it is that your thought or your mind is contributing to your experience. So you don't question it, you just full on go with it without even knowing that they're not even your true essence. Maybe you shouldn't be consulting with your thoughts to get the solutions to whatever uh endeavor or situation is present in front of you. I always say there's a higher intellect in your awareness, in your silence, in your ability to remain still, and not just be persuaded by the mind. Because essentially, even though it does take patience, and it does take for you to trust that the answers will come, essentially they spontaneously, and you feel it in your gut, you feel it in your heart, you really feel it in your being. You're not just acting out of like an intellect of like airy mind space, like where it's not even a real grounded, coherent uh, advice or thing that you are following through. And the point is that you are not any of these things. And as you start to peel back, you realize that there is a lot of power in your true being. There is a lot of peace. There is only peace. There is only love. There is no more judgments. There's no more thoughts of ugly, beautiful. There's no duality. It's just things just are, and you're okay with things just being are. They just is, and you're okay with things just ising. That's a word. Um, and there's a beautiful, beautiful peace that comes with that. Uh, comes with that. It's not even understanding, because there's no one that's trying to understand. It's just like an absolute knowing. And there's like not even a sense of uh like someone knowing. It's just knowing. And it's hard to explain, but once you peel back these layers, once you start to take away yourself from the identification and the attachment and the uh, connection that you are, this body, these thoughts, these emotions, these stories, and you gain a whole new way of seeing things. And it's hard for the mind to try to understand outside of its own construct. It cannot see outside of its own creation, and you almost have to put it to rest. And that's where most people get stuck. They fear that they've trusted their intellect, their mind, their personal persona and ego to guide them, from childhood to this moment. And they have all these attachments, all these identifications of, I am this race, I am this, gender, I am this, class status, or I am this job, I am this, title, I am this. They built up so many stories and so many attachments and identifications that when it comes to like freeing yourself, first of all, it's a lot of energy that you're consuming by even trying to maintain uh, all these identifications. And that's when our energy isn't um, fully, it's not fully efficient, and we age faster, we stress more because our body is wasting a lot of energy on maintaining these mental concepts, these mental attachments, versus actually allowing yourself to just rest and relax and not need to be all these things, not need to try to solve all these things that your mind is trying to get you to solve, or be all these things that your mind and your emotions and your body and the other world's bodies of the collective consciousness trying to get you to do or be. And when you are free from all of that, then it is the ultimate bliss, ultimate achievement. And it's an achievement that doesn't even need to be achieved because it already is. It's already present. It's already here. It is ourselves that are not here. It is ourselves that are not present. Peace has always been here. Love has always been here. Your most majestic, powerful self has always been present. It is us that we haven't been here. We've been in the past, in the future. We've been in this identification of this body, of this persona, of this title. We've put our attention to all these things outside of just being where we should be, and is why we age faster. It's why we stress. It's why things don't always work out. It's why we get confused, and we get in turmoil, and we go to wars over, and we fight, and because we are not even seeing life clearly. We're not seeing ourselves clearly. We're not seeing the world clearly. And this is a step towards getting us and yourself to heal and to truly be free and to truly break away the chains of this experience in this third reality, third dimension, that it's duality, and you will break free. I know, because it's just happening. It's the natural order, natural law of things are always in control. You can say there's always a divine plan in action, and it's when we surrender to it that all of a sudden things just start to work out and make sense, and you realize that no matter how hard you tried, like sure, you might have been financially successful, and sure, you might be relatively happy, but it's only based on maintaining all these things in order for your happiness. So your happiness is still limited, is still dependent on something, versus just not depending on anything and you just having an experience of happiness. So one is more sustainable. And yeah, it's just a matter of time. And I always honor everyone that's on their path and encourage everyone stepping in. And if it's your first time, you know welcome to your awakening, welcome to your empowerment, welcome to your true self. And it is just such a beautiful thing to be able to have this heart to heart conversation with somebody else, and not be fighting through the veils of each other's programs, and distrust, and trying to figure each other out. It's like we're all the same. We're all just have the same emotions, have these same experiences, and we can clearly just put them aside and really talk to each other like we all are the same physical, made out of the same physical matter and flesh, and behind all of that, pure awareness, pure consciousness, pure energy, pure the absolute that you can't even describe, because our own limited understanding can't be there, and and here at the same time. So I love you guys. Always sending out nothing but good energy and love to you guys, and peace always be with you. Namaste, Om, and Amitabha. Blessings.